The reason it would be a bad thing for hypnotherapists is as soon as the National Health Service starts sending new patients, if they were ever going to, which frankly they're not, you're going, in order to qualify, hello, come in.
Right.
We haven't started, so I'm just
Okay.
waffling. In order to qualify, you're going to have to produce your disability procedure and your equal opportunities policy and all the other 120 sundry requirements that the NHS will require of you, in order that a GP might then decide to send you a patient to do the number of sessions they say you should do for the amount of money they say you should charge in the way that they say you should do it to achieve the outcome that they want you to achieve. So you've lost all of your autonomy. And that might be all right if you're getting another half a dozen patients a week at £35 a go. It might be all right if you're getting another half a dozen and you don't really care whether you do a good job for them or not, whether you see them for enough sessions or not, or whatever, at £35 a go. But the problem, the increasing problem is that instead of just supplementing your private patients, who you may be charged, well, I charge £87 a session, personally. I know lots of people charge more than that and some less, but I charge £87 a session. Once hypnotherapy is available on the NHS, everyone's going to want to go to their doctor and come to you for £35 a session for 4 sessions, and you've lost all your autonomy and all the rest of it. So you don't want to go there. I promise you, you don't want to go. And I say this waving my NHS badge proudly in front of you. You don't want to go there. You can have the same relationship with the National Health Service that I've got. And that's one where I come here, Kingston Hospital, in Seminar Room 1, where we will be this afternoon after they finish the fire alarms and all of that. And I do a group hypnotherapy session, which is just the kind of hypnotherapy that I abhor: script reading, progressive relaxation, and vacuous, non-specific suggestions to make you feel better for the rest of the day. It's got nothing to do with anything that might have come out of a case history or anything else. It has its place. And its real place is in group hypnotherapy, where you've got lots of different people, you can't figure out what inductions are going to be best for them and all that sort of thing. And I go up to Seminar Room 1 once a month and read a script. And I will do that with you this afternoon, so that you can see how I read a script. I know it's daft. Some of you can just watch me read it, and some of you can close your eyes and go through the experience. So you've got a choice. And some of you can trip in and out. Entirely up to you. And that's what I do. Now, outside of that, I'll come into the hospital a couple or 3 times a year to do mental health open days, or the occupational health department, which I'm attached to, that has its own open day once. And I go up to one of the smaller seminars. They take over the lecture theatres, and they have lots of people with stands and giving out leaflets and taking blood pressure and cholesterol tests and that sort of thing. And I sit in a little seminar room doing speed hypno sessions. I take my couch in. My couch, the world's most hypnotic couch, is currently waiting for you in Seminar Room 1. I take my couch in and I do 20-minute speed hypno sessions. People book in advance, they come in, I say, hello, what do you want to go away with that you didn't have when you arrived? Or what do you want to leave here that you did have when you came in? Rapid induction, 10 minutes of intervention, 5 minutes of bringing them out and making sure that they're all back in one piece and that sort of thing. And next, and between 9 o'clock in the morning and 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I'll see 18 people, one after the other. And the amazing thing is I get to advertise it around the hospital as speed hypno. And the reason that's amazing is because back in 2003, when I started working here, I couldn't use the word hypno in any of my publicity. The sessions I do on a Tuesday afternoon once a month, I had to advertise as being relaxation and feel good. Aesthetically, not very pleasing. Relaxation and feel good, linguistically atrocious. But they thought hypnotherapy was too scary and nobody would understand ego strengthening. So, relaxation and feel good, and that was how it had to be back in 2003. Now I get to send out group emails that go all around Kingston Hospital Trust, all the other hospitals that subcontract their occupational health from here, the Kingston Primary Care Trust, Richmond and Twickenham Primary Care Trust, the Royal Hospital for Neurodisability, for whom all of them I am by default their on-tap clinical hypnotist, saying speed hypno sessions, and they're all cool with it now. And 7-8 years ago, they couldn't stomach even the word hypnotherapy. And so I have pages on the intranet here, advertising not just the stuff I do for the hospital, because actually, actually I'm the only thing the hospital does in terms of primary stress care. I have lots of secondary and tertiary.
I'm still liberating.
What, coming in or not?
No, I'm going to come in, definitely.
Well, when you decide where to sit, take one of those.
It's a big decision.
And shortly after I started doing it, back in 2003, have a seat, I was invited to give a lecture on clinical hypnotism at postgraduate medical school. What I might try and do today, roughly, sort of. So long as I follow it, and so long as you remind me when I go off beam. So I gave a lecture to 100 consultants and 100 consultants, GPs from around and about 120 or so, on clinical hypnotism. And of course they're all terribly sceptical at the beginning, looking at me like I was a sort of smoke and mirrors merchant. But there's a fantastic piece of research by Guy Montgomery and a bunch of other PhDs from Harvard, which is about, it's a meta-analysis of hypnosis as an adjunctive therapy in surgery. And it says on about the third page of this meta-analysis, this is a serious bit of clinical research, that patients in the hypnotherapy groups had better outcomes than 90% of the patients in the control groups. And when I give lectures in hospitals, or to postgraduate medical schools or whatever, I whack that slide up very early on. And I say, if there was something that gave...
Morning.
Hello, Jackie. If there was something that... Oh,
Where should we go?
hello, hello.
Along here.
Anyway, like...
Hello, everybody.
If there was something that gave 90% of your patients better outcomes, you'd want to know about it, wouldn't you? And they go, yeah. And from that point on, you've got their attention. And because of that... Hello, John.
Hello, Barry.
I'm not sure. Now then.
I'll trundle over here.
You okay there?
Yes, fine. Boy, I won't be able to do it.
Do you want an agenda?
No.
You make paper darts, throw them at me
I'll
when you get bored.
I'll keep up with you as you go along.
Because of that lecture, anybody not got one of these so far? The plan, what I'm probably going to try to do today, all things being equal? It won't be in there, no. I only finished it at 7 o'clock this morning.
It's so warm in here, isn't it?
Since then I've had GPs who write to me and ask me for more of my leaflets.